and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing this Victoria's Secret inspired makeup look, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes palette to create this look. So Charlotte Tilbury was actually the artist and the brand behind all of the Victoria's Secret models and angels makeup for this year. And I did a Victoria's Secret inspired makeup look last year, which I'll link down below. So I'm not going to do a full glam. Today I'm just going to do an eye look. And I thought I would do a really soft, really pretty, really beautiful glam using this palette. And like I said, it is inspired by the Victoria's Secret Angels makeup look for this year. And in particular, inspired by Candace and Romy, who are my two favorite angels that I can't wait to see walk this year. So if you guys would like to see this beautiful soft glam and review of the new Stars in Your Eyes palette by Charlotte Tilbury, then please keep on watching. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited because I am going to be reviewing and trying out the new Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes palette. Now, when I saw this palette, I've been saying this a lot recently, but when I saw this palette, I knew that I had to have it. It was just one of those palettes that really caught my eye. I love all of the shades in here and it is just absolutely stunning. When you open the palette up, this is what you see. So they're all numbered and labeled. So the idea of this palette is basically you can create 4 different looks. So you've got the first row, which is Love Eyes, the second set of 3, which is Power Eyes, the third set of 3, which is Happy Eyes, and then the fourth set is Confident Eyes. Now, I really love the way that this palette is laid out. I think it's great for people that are just starting to get into makeup or people that like to keep it really simple. Obviously, I am going to explore the entire palette because that is just me. I love, mixing and matching different shades. I'm not necessarily going to stay within the different looks that Charlotte has created, but I really like the idea of it. I think it's a really, really lovely idea. And wow, let's just talk about the colors for a hot minute. So I love these colors because they're nice and neutral, but the shimmers in here look absolutely stunning, so I can't wait to give them a go. But I just feel like I can create anything from an everyday look to a full glam nighttime look. This is also my first ever Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette, so I am super excited to try out her shadows because I've never tried them before. And let's just talk about the packaging for a sec. So I absolutely love this packaging. I think it's super luxe. It's very old school vibes. So the packaging is very old school eyeshadow packaging vibes. I absolutely love it. It's super, super elegant and luxe. Very luxe, as it should be because it's Charlotte Tilbury. Now let's also just talk about the price of this palette for a second. So this retails for $130 Australian, which is a lot of moolah, right, for a palette. And I mean, let's be real, the eyeshadow pans aren't that big. Like, you can get an Urban Decay palette and get a lot more product in the pans. So I was actually tossing up between, well, it wasn't really a question, but I was kind of tossing up between this palette and the Urban Decay Naked Cherry. Now, I personally am not a massive, massive fan of most of the Naked Urban palettes, just because I don't really like the formula of the shimmers in particular. I find them very flaky and I feel like they just kind of vanish on my eye. But not all of them are like that. The Naked Heat is beautiful, and the Born to Run palette, I know it's not a Naked palette, but that palette is gorgeous too. But I'm not a massive Urban Decay eyeshadow lover, so it wasn't really a question for me as to which palette I was going to pick up. But obviously a lot of people have been comparing the shades and the tones in this palette to the Naked Cherry, but I mean, when I saw this on Charlotte's Instagram, I was like sold. I need that in my life, and it's limited edition. So I picked it up right before. I actually don't think it's sold out yet, but I picked it up before it sold out. So on the little plastic strip that you get to protect the eyeshadows, it has 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So basically it guides you as to what shades to use and which steps. So 1 is the primer, 2 is the enhancer, and 3 is the shade that you use to smoke out the look. So once again, I'll just show you those shades. So as you can see, the first shade of every one of the sets is nice and light to prime them. The second one is great for enhancing, and then the third is obviously to smoke out the look. So like I said, I absolutely love the idea of this, and although I love the idea, I'm definitely not going to stay in between the lines, and I'm going to venture out and create a look of my own. And I'll also just quickly talk about the packaging. So obviously it is super luxe. You've got the inside, which is nice and gold, and then you have a beautiful mirror as well, which is great. These shades don't have individual names, but they come in their love eyes, power eyes, happy eyes, and confident eyes. So I'm so excited to test out this palette and put it to use and see if I love it. I think I'm gonna love it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. For the amount that I paid for it, I hope I love it. But I'm not sure what colors I'm gonna use, just because they are all so beautiful and they are all so luxe. So I'm not quite sure. I will just quickly add that I got this palette from the Charlotte Tilbury website, which is from the UK, and I will just add, just because I think it is important to note, that when it arrived, this was all intact. However, the box that it came in was all dinged up, and also the package that it came in, so it came in like another box, like a bigger box, and that was all dinged up as well. And it looked like someone had gotten into the first box and had opened the box that this came in, if that makes sense, because it was all dinged up, and I was like, how did it get all these dents in it? And I don't know whether something had just like crushed it in the post, but I wasn't happy because, I mean, this is a high-end product. You pay for the postage as well on top of the eyeshadow palette, and I really wasn't expecting that. So that was something that was a little bit disheartening and put me off just a little bit, but I did message their customer service team and they refunded me the shipping, so that was good. But I just thought I would add that in. I thought, seeing as we are coming up to that time of year again, and seeing as Charlotte Tilbury was the makeup brand and artist that did the Victoria's Secret makeup models looks, I thought I would do something inspired by their makeup this year, because once again it was absolutely stunning, and I think it was even better than last year. And that is because of Charlotte Tilbury and her amazing team. They honestly did such an amazing job of all of the models' makeup looks, and they are saved in my Instagram makeup inspo folder. So yeah, I thought I would do something based off of those looks because they really inspired me. Obviously, I'm not going to do a whole look. I've already done my base and all of that. But I do already have a Victoria's Secret inspired makeup look on my channel if you guys would like to go and check that out. I'll leave a link down below. But yeah, I thought I would just do a Victoria's Secret inspired makeup look with this palette and yeah, give it a whirl and see if I like it. And see if it was worth those pretty pennies. So to start the look off, I'm going to go in with this shade just as a base. Just prime my eyes quickly. Okay, so I'm just dipping into that first shade. And I'm just taking it all the way up to the brow bone. It's just a base shade, so it's really nothing special. It's just to create a nice base for the rest of the eyeshadow. I just took my Zoeva Luxe Definer number 227 to do that. And now I'm just taking a smaller brush, which is the Zoeva 230 Luxe Pencil Brush. And I'm just gonna go in with this shade here. So just from picking it up, it seems super pigmented. So I've just blended that through the crease, and that is so buttery and so pigmented. I am loving it. It's actually so effortless to work with that shade. So if the rest of the palette works and performs just like that shade, we're gonna get on just fine. Now I'm just taking my Zoeva 223 Luxe Crease Brush just to buff that out a bit. Okay, and now I'm just going to go and deepen that up with this shade here. And I'm just taking one of my Morphe brushes to do so. These shades are blending so well and so beautifully. They are so buttery. In all honesty, this formula is probably one of the best that I have ever used. That's a bold statement. You should see my eyeshadow collection. Like, there is a lot there. So that is a very bold statement. As much as I want to keep this look neutral, there are some beautiful berry shades over here, some purple shades and some beautiful shimmers, and I'm just like, what do I use? I don't know. They're all so beautiful. Just like the Huda Beauty palette, I'm gonna have to do a lot more looks with this palette. Now I'm gonna go into the crease with this shimmer shade, and I'm just gonna use my Morphe brush again. Now this is from the vegan brush set. There are 2 available on Morphe, and this is from the 15-piece vegan brush set. Oh my god. Oh my god, that shade is amazing. I'm blown away. Holy moly. Wow. Wow, that is so buttery. Oh my god. It's like I don't have to do any work at all. It just does it all for me. I'm shook. I'm really shook. Wow. Just blending that into the crease. I'm really focusing on just elongating my eye and flicking it out a bit. Just going to blend that out a little bit more with the Zoeva 223 brush and just diffuse the edges. And now I'm just going to go in with this beautiful shade here and just deepen up the crease. And I'm just going to focus that on the outer edge of the crease. Okay, this look is looking super pretty. And now I'm just going to go in with this soft gold shade over here. And I'm just going to use my finger. Wow, that's so pretty. And I'm just patting it on the lid. And I'm just going to dab some on the inner corner again. So of course, I'm just keeping this really soft and pretty, and wow, I am blown away. So pretty, it's just really opened up that eye. Once again, this shade is so buttery and so easy to work with. These shades are just doing it all for me, like I don't have to do anything. Wow. It's just like magic. Wow, that is so pretty. I can't get over this palette. I'm so impressed. So now I'm just going to take my blending brush and I'm just going to gently blend out the crease and just tidy it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this beautiful shimmery gold shade. I'm so excited to test this one out. And once again, I'm just using my finger to pat that on the lid. That is angelic. Wow, that is actually so stunning. It's got like little tiny shimmers in there that gives you ever so slightly a hint of glitter, but it looks so elegant and it doesn't crease at all. Like, you know how sometimes when you put glitter on the eyes, it creases and it kind of crumbles a little bit? It's not doing that at all. Like I said, it's just a hint, just enough to give you a nice little glow. Love it. It's almost like nice little reflex that just pick up the light. Stunning. That has just enhanced the look that much more. Just gonna go on the other side. So when I say this is buttery, I mean it's buttery. I'm so impressed. So now I'm just gonna take my blending brush and I'm just going to gently blend out the crease and just tidy it up a little bit. I'm just so happy. So I'm just gonna pick up a flat brush and go in with that shade again. So usually when I do an eyeshadow look, I really make sure that the crease is really blended and the shimmer doesn't really go and cross over into the crease. But this is going into the crease, but I am loving it. And like I said, the gold shimmer shade has like those really nice reflex throughout it. So it's just really enhancing my eyes and making them pick up the light. And it just looks so soft and glowy and angelic. Love it. Okay, so I'm loving this eyeshadow look so far. It is so glowy, so stunning, so angelic, and this palette is, dare I say, I think my new favorite palette already. And as you saw, I've only played around with a few shades. So I'm really happy with how soft and beautiful it's looking, and obviously I'm doing a Victoria's Secret inspired eye look. So I'm going to insert the pictures of the two angels whose makeup blew me away. So we have my two absolute favorite angels, Candace and Romy. And I loved both of their makeup looks. They were so soft, but so stunning and so beautiful. And I mean, you could put a bloody paper bag on their head and they would still look just like angels, because they are. But basically I tried to replicate both of those looks today and meet somewhere in the middle, and I think it was really easy and really achievable, and I'm so happy with how it's turned out so far. But I'm still going to line my eyes and bring it all together and make it nice and sultry. I'm not going to put lashes on today because I just don't think it's necessary. I wanted it to be soft and beautiful and pretty and not over the top. It's not a full glam look, it's just a really nice soft look, and this palette has not disappointed me at all. I would love to know who your favorite angels or Victoria's Secret models are, so leave me a comment down below if you'd like, because I'd love to know. But yeah, I'm obsessed with Romy and with Candace because they're both so down to earth and so stunning. They are just out of this world beautiful. I think they're the most beautiful girls in the entire world, inside and out, and I'm so happy with how well they have done in their careers. And I just love keeping up with them, and yeah, they're my faves. So yeah, now I'm just going to line my eyes and bring it all together and make it look a lot more sultry. So I'm just doing a nice little flick on both sides because Candace had a nice wing. She also had some lashes on, but like I said, I'm not gonna worry about lashes. I'm just gonna do a wing. Okay, so I've just done my wings. And now I'm just going to finish off the look by going under the brow with a shimmer shade. So I'm just going to go back in with that first gold shade that we used. And I'm just popping this directly under the brow. That is so pretty. I am stoked with how this look turned out. So yeah, this look is super pretty. I am so happy with how this look has turned out. It is stunning. So So the shadows in the Charlotte Tilbury palette blended like heaven. Honestly, I felt like I didn't even have to do anything. Like they just blended into perfection. And this is my new favorite palette. So 110% this is worth your money in my opinion. The shades are beautiful, the packaging is beautiful. It blended away into perfection. It looks amazing. I mean, just look at my eyes. I am so happy with how everything came together. And yes, it is an expensive eyeshadow palette, and I understand not everyone is in the position to buy a palette of this price point, and not everyone is interested in buying a palette of that price point either. But if you are someone who likes high quality and high performance makeup and eyeshadows, I definitely think it is worth the spend and worth going a little bit outside of maybe your usual spending budget of makeup to pick up this palette before it's gone, because the shades are absolutely beautiful and I can't wait to do some more looks with this palette. And I really can't wait to actually dip into the other side of the palette with these pink and purple shades. They were really standing out to me, but I thought I would just do another nice Victoria's Secret inspired makeup look, because yes, I have done one before, and yes, it is a little bit of old news, but at the same time I thought I would do something slightly a little bit different. And because Charlotte Tilbury was the makeup artist and the brand that did all of the models' makeup, I thought it would be really fitting to use this new palette and do a themed makeup look at the same time. So I hope you guys all like this makeup look. Please give me a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!